Making parts that don't exist. Whirlpool fridge door mechanism. I took on the errand of remodeling my kitchen, which was going well until I noticed that the fridge door opens the wrong direction in the new layout. Big deal, I thought. Let's just swap the doors the other way around. And this part here is the reason for this video, as it's the only part in the fridge door that is not symmetric and as such cannot be easily reversed. And since the fridge didn't come with spares, I had to make my own, because otherwise I couldn't swap the doors. So with the help of FreeCAD and some time, I made some prototypes and printed them with my FDM printer, only to realize that my printer does not have the resolution to get this done, and is in dire need of calibration. Solution to this was to use a higher resolution printer. Thankfully, I had access to a Formlabs Form 2, which has far higher print resolution. And as we can see, the print quality, even on the worst settings, is immaculate. As I got home, it turned out that my measurements of the original part were correct except for one hole, which was roughly 1 mm off. I tested the part and everything else works, but due to the screw hole being in the wrong spot, the part cracked. To make sure I don't overshoot, I moved the problem screw hole 0.5 mm and also widened the screw hole tolerances for the screw, as previously it was a bit too tight. I printed the new part, rinsed it again, slapped it in the UV oven and waited, in a process that takes roughly 3 hours. Only to find that the new part screw hole needs to be moved another 0.5 mm because my original 1 mm measurements were actually correct. But on the plus side, the screw hole is now the correct size and the screw fits nicely. I'm back to the drawing board and then the printer to wait for a new part to print and then cure before sticking it to the fridge door. And we have success. The part is the correct size and fits perfectly. And after some testing, it proved not to break either, which meant that I could order the proper parts made from the proper materials. I chose Shapeways as the manufacturer and used the strong and flexible nylon SLS print for this project due to the heavy daily use a fridge door is going to see. After some minor corrections to certain walls required by Shapeways, it took roughly a week and I had the parts in hand. Expertly packaged, I might add, so thumbs up for that. 15 minutes later, the parts were installed on the doors, and as we can see, they're working perfectly, hopefully lasting the entire lifetime of the rest of the fridge. That's all for today, but as always, the print files will be linked in the description, so you too can make these parts if you actually need to, and I'll see you in the next one.